Good morning, dear students and respected members of this group. I am your Anjali teacher and I will teach English. My dear students, you have already been given timetable and syllabus. Hope you would have written it in your notebook. As we know that these are very difficult time because of corona lockdown, but don't worry because for every problem, for every situation there is some solution as we have for you in the form of online classes. Moreover, you also know that nothing is impossible because the word impossible says in itself that I am possible. And it was also not possible for Booker T. Washington to achieve his goal without any support, without any money, and without any resource. But Booker T. Washington changed impossible work into possible work because of his strong willpower and hard work. The struggle story of Booker T. Washington inspires us very much and tells that adversities of life are just like doctor's pills, which are in fact bitter in taste but sweet in its effect. The same happens with the author Booker T. Washington. Let's see how it happened. I will start with about the author. So Booker T. Washington, a famous educationist of United States of America, was born in a poor Negro family in 1856. Here the difficult term for you is Negro. Negro means colored people, the dark people. His early life was full of difficulties and hardship. When he was 9 years old, he began working in a salt furnace and later in a coal mine. Here he heard about Hampton Normal and Agriculture Institute. As he was a man of iron will, he struggled hard to be educated because that time it was very difficult to get education, especially for colored people. Later on, he became famous as a social reformer, educator, and a great leader of Negroes. He died in 1915. He wrote so many books, but his most famous books were Up from Slavery and My Larger Life. These books were published in 1901 and 1911. In these lines, it is said that how much struggle was there in author's life. Because as you know that Booker T. Washington was born in a poor family. In order to earn his livelihood, in order to survive, he started working from very early age and he started his first job in a salt factory when he was only 9 years old. Later on, he started working in a coal mine. In this way, you can imagine how much struggle was there in his life. We will understand more about the author and the story after reading paragraphs. So, one by one, I will read paragraph and then I will explain. In the meanwhile, I will also let you know the difficult words. Let's read the first para. One day, while at work in coal mine, I happened to overhear two miners talking about a great school for colored people somewhere in Virginia. One day, what happens? While he was at work in coal mine, he heard the conversation of two other workers in the coal mine silently, secretly. Actually, two other workers in the mine were talking about a great school. Here, the difficult verse for you is over here. It means listen silently, secretly. To listen something secretly. Because he was listening the gossip of two other workers in the mine. And very soon he comes to know that those workers were talking about a great school, and this school was especially for colored people. This was the, let me open the next page. This was the first time that I had ever heard anything about any kind of school or college that was more pretentious than the little colored school in our town. So, first time, it was Arthur's first time when he was listening the description of a very great school. Here, pretentious means splendid, shandar, great. As they went on describing the school, it seemed to me that if it must be the greatest place on the earth, not even heaven presented more attractions for me at that time than did the Hampton Normal and Agriculture Institute in Virginia. Very soon, the very soon authors comes to know that workers were talking about a great school, and the name of that school was Hampton Normal and Agriculture Institute, and it was situated in Virginia state of America. And it seemed to author that this great school is far better than other school which was in his hometown, about which these men were talking. I resolved at once to go to that school. Here, resolved, resolved, resolved means decided. He decided to go to that awesome school, that great school, although I had no idea where it was, how many miles away, or how I was going to reach it. He had no idea at all, but he decided that he will definitely go to Hampton Institute and he will take admission there. I was on fire constantly with one ambition, and that was to go to Hampton. This thought was with me day and night. In the first in the first paragraph, author says that the beautiful, the splendid and great description of the school impressed him very much. The beautiful description made by two workers in coal mine impressed Washington very much. The impression of the school on the authors was so much deep that immediately he decided He made up his mind to go to this school. Even he had no much idea about this school. But he decided that I have to take admission at anyhow. He did not know even the exact place where the school is situated. Only he knew that it is situated in Virginia state. Nothing more idea he had. But he was very excited to join that school after listening the beautiful description of two miners. So day and night there is one thing that was going on in author's mind, and that thing was only to go to Hampton to take admission, because he came to know that it was one of the greatest school. It was very much special, especially for colored people, because it was the only one school that provided education and earning opportunity both. Here students were given part-time job so that the needy and poor student could manage their study expenses. In this way, we have completed the first part of first chapter, My Struggle for an Education. So this was all about the first part of this chapter. With all my words, I wanna take leave now. I wanna say bye to you, but before leaving my class, I wanna give you some homework. Hope you would have enjoyed your class. So just write down your homework. Just write. Your today's homework is write down, write down first 30 difficult words. Write down first 30 difficult words and their meaning, and their meaning given in glossary, given in glossary in your notebook. I will send you all the pages which I taught you, and for homework also I will send you photo of that page. So thank you so much, students, for listening to me. See you again tomorrow with second part. Thank you very much.